If you're contemplating the idea of getting into the market, whether it's investing or trading, but you still can figure out exactly which way you should go, how you should approach this whole stock market game plan in order to make money. Well, in this video, I'm going to try to help you by addressing which one is better for you as a beginner or as a new investor in the markets. Would it make more sense for you to actually start trading, or would it make sense for you to focus more on investing while learning more and after maybe getting to trading, or do things the other way around? So first of all, let's look at the differences between the two. What does trading means and what does investing means, and how does that relate into your money putting into the market? First of all, when you trade, you have to look at the strategies, and by strategies I refer to, are you a long-term guy? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Because a swing trader can actually get into a trade that will last 6 months, maybe because there is a whole new change into a sector, all right, or a whole new year. Most of us in the market in 2020 was swing trading, even without knowing we were doing swing trades. Now, if you want to do a day trade, every single day before the market closes, you make sure you get out. But that will also implicate that you have to get a specific type of accounts with a specific brokerage, with specific capital as a minimum, all right? So TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, pretty much all of the brokerage firms, to allow you to pretty much day trade without any limitations on the amount of trades, you need to have 25,000 down as capital, all right? So it can be a big chunk of money for a lot of you, a lot of us, but again, depending on your capital and the view of what you see on trading. Now, trading also requires you to be hands-on, to be a lot more hands-on into research, monitoring, and also make sure that you have a pretty good internet Wi-Fi connection so that you won't get down, or your platform will not get down in case you have your Wi-Fi acting up a little bit or your internet connection getting lost. That is pretty much what you need to know when it comes to trading, okay? But I will say it's a pretty intensive amount of time you need to put in, especially monitoring, day trading. But now these can be easily the pressure or this amount of work can be facilitated if you join a Discord group, because it's going to actually help you get into some of the plays without you having to discover which play you need to get in, because that's another big thing. Which stock do I need to day trade? Because not all the stocks are tradable, okay? Even though there is a big news. So there is a pattern in which you want to identify the big runners, because these are the ones that are going to give you more chances to get some decent returns on the money you are actually putting into those stocks, especially if you want to day trade these, like, I buy now and I sell before the market closes. Now, if you want to investing is actually what I would consider to be mostly, I put the money now because I foresee that it can bring me 2%, 5%, 6%, 10%, or even more. You can have investing, some stocks in which you invest now and will double your money by next year or by the end of December. They are pretty hard to find, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible to find them. But investing, it's really about not chasing the pump, not chasing the runners. Why? Because you need to do your research, you need to do your analysis, you need to be a little bit hands off, because either you're investing for the short term, but short term here will be even higher or longer than the day trading term. Okay, short term here we're talking about maybe a month, 3 months. And then long term, we're talking about, years. But in reality, investing short term, it's, 1 to 3 years, short term, 3 to 5 years, and long term, 5 to 10 to 20 to 30 years. But investing, you can do the investing not only through stocks, but also through mutual funds, through index funds, because those are kind of pretty much doing the work for you. If you don't want to hold and do all the analysis into a specific company or specific sector, you can just decide to put your money into an index fund or mutual fund dedicated to either that sector, that company, that environment, that industry, that business line, because they will already have all the big or the main good companies in which you need to invest your money. So let's say I want to invest into electrical vehicles, okay? The next future, as they say. Instead of discussing or figuring out, do I need to put my money into a Tesla or to NIO or to Lucid or to Li or to Chipeng, or to, I don't know, GM with the new F-150 electric or Volkswagen. I mean, it will take you a considerable amount of time to follow and monitor and track analysis on all of these specific companies as a whole, individually. But instead of doing that, you can just decide to buy an index fund that is specific to the EV sector, because you're going to make sure that by putting your money there, the fund is already exposed and investing into all of these companies overall. All right. So it facilitates you the work a little bit, but you need to figure out which one between trading and investing you need to do. And if you don't feel like day trading or investing, are really what fits you, because, you tell me, well, AC, I want to keep the adrenaline. I want to keep something that will, allow me to secure some bags now in the short term while keeping a long position for the long term, because I trust in the market. I want my money to work for me while I sleep. I will say try swing trading. All right, swing trading might be the best compromise, and that's specifically what I think. Even though I do day trade sometimes, but most of the time I will swing trade, and I do have my long-term positions for investing purposes. But we can do a spin-off video dedicated only into swing trading if some of you are interested.